Okay, girls are going to work on this one more day, and then I'll move you on to something else. Okay, we have to solve for the x and the y without the benefit of a graph. You're using substitution. That's the method I want applied in all of these. Substitution is when we look for a letter that's all by itself. That is, I don't have it there or there. Here I do have it, so there's my base. Okay, now write your other equation, negative 2x plus 3y equals 1. Now, your base is y, so we put the parentheses around the y, and above it, I put x minus 1. So you have negative 2x plus 3 parentheses x minus 1 and then equals 1 after it. Okay, you're just inserting that where the parentheses was at. Okay, so do your distributive property. That's a 3 plus 3, and then you got a 1x and a negative 1. So I got to distribute. So I got x first. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Don't forget you have to add the negative 2x. Okay, now you add your x's, okay. 3 plus negative 2 is 1, okay. And then we still have our plus negative 3. Okay, you got to remember that you still have a plus negative 3 there. So we add 3, that's 4. Divide by 1, divide by 1, and I have 4 still. So x is 4, okay? Now to find y, use the one where the y is by itself, okay? Because I can write y equals x minus 1, and I put the 4 in for x. What's 4 minus 1? 4 minus 1's 3, okay? Okay, next one. Yeah, I got one by itself right away. X is my base. Remember, it can be x or y. It doesn't have to be y like it does when you graph. So you got 2x plus 4y equals 12. Now your x is going to be your base. And now I put 3y plus 1 where the x was. So we got 2 parentheses 3y plus 1, then after the parentheses we got plus 4y equals 12. Okay, I'll be solving for y first and x second because now I have y's. So 2 times 3y, well I know I'm going to have to put y down, and 2 times 3 is 6. That's done. And then 2 times 1 is 2. You got to put plus 4y, and then you should be good. Okay, so I add my y's. 6 plus 4 is 10. Plus the 2 equals 12. Then we subtract 2 to give us 10. Divide by 10. And 10 divided by 10 is 1. Okay, so y is 1. Now to find your x, use the equation where the x is by itself. That's why you get it by itself. So put 1 in for your y, okay? And then we have 3 times 1 plus 1. 3 times 1's 3 plus 1's 4. So 4, 1 is the answer there. Okay, next problem. Got my x as my base. Okay, circle the other side, and I got the other one, negative 2x plus 3y equals 6. So x is my base, okay, and inside that I put y minus 4. Okay, so -2 parentheses, and I fill in the parentheses with the y minus 4. Then after the parentheses, we have plus 3y equals 6. So remember, that's a 1y, that's a -2, and that's a -4, okay? So we got 6 over there. -2 times 1 is -2y, so that's done. And then -2 times -4 is 8. That whole thing's gone then, so plus 3y. And then I just do my thing, I combine the y's. Remember, it's -2 plus 3, it's not 2 plus 3. Okay, and then I minus the constant, so it's over there. 6 minus 8 is -2, then I divide by 1, and -2 divided by 1 is -2. Remember, that's the y, okay? Now find your x, okay? Well, it makes sense to use one where the x is by itself, so we get rid of our y, and we put -2, okay? -2 minus 4 is -6, okay? Now the last one's a little bit of an oddball, okay? Okay, you don't have x or y by itself. You need to go to a piece of scratch paper and write one of the two equations. I would suggest you write this one because the y doesn't have anything in front of it, so it'll be easy to get that one by itself. Easier than the other one. And cross that out because we're going to rewrite it. Okay, we can get x or y, it doesn't matter. I would suggest you go with the y because the y doesn't have a number in front of it, okay? It's a plus, so that's good. So you do your 0x thing, okay? Minus 2x minus 2x, and we have y. 0 minus 2 would be -2x, and then plus 20. We don't have to divide because y didn't have a number in front of it. It had a 1, but when you divide by 1, it doesn't change it. So just copy that now to your paper. Now look at your two equations. You now have a base, okay? And that's what you're equal to. So we got the other one, 6x minus 5y equals 12. So the y is what I need by base, so I get rid of the y, and I replace it with -2x plus 20. So you got 6x minus 5 parentheses -2x plus 20 equals 12. Okay, that is a -5, a -2, and a 20. Okay, so -5 times -2x, you need to put an x down and then take -5 times -2, that's 10, okay? Then I get and take -5 times 20, which is actually -100. Then we have to add our 6x. And now I'm done with the parentheses, so I add those two. That is going to be 16x plus the -100 equals 12. So I have a -100, so we're going to add 100. 12 plus 100 is 112. Now divide by 16. And by the way, you're finding the x first and the y second. So 112 divided by 16 is 7, so that's a good looking answer. Find the y, use the base, okay? So I put 7 in for x. Then I take -2 times 7 plus 20, and I got 6, okay? Okay, that's all I have to say on that. I hope it made sense.